Hello everyone, Dr. Katka here. Want to wish you happy holiday season. Sending you lots of love, sending you lots of hugs and warmth. May you have peace in your heart and feel the love that you are and feel the love coming into your heart and out of your heart. Blessings and more blessings. And of course, Happy New Year 2023. And I'll be back on that one. In the meantime, just a quick reflection with that wish. I'm seeing these electricity wires and the clouds behind. And it's a very powerful contrast. It's a very powerful contrast of man versus nature, how we have made electricity and how we wire it through and guide it through these wires and direct focus, and then we utilize it, we plug things in, and that's how we live our life, very focused and driven by, in a sense, where there is electricity, that's where I can work. Where there is a plug, that's where I plug in my device and I move through. So we are as this man-made, beautiful man-made world. And then there's these clouds that also are and have electricity. It reminds me of Tesla. There's his original way to bring electricity to our world was to have free electricity. These few towers around the world would have provided us to plug in like a wireless electricity. That was his original intent. And when we stand around these Tesla coils, big Tesla coils, we as humans can actually light up a bulb, a light bulb. That's how we also are electricity. Everything is electricity, everything is energy, everything is vibration. And it reminds me that really we're actually asked to, and a little bit also pushed to come back to our nature, come back to earth, come back to the wisdom of nature, come back to the power of earth and its vibration, and how far we have come with these powerful ways of living life, devices and phones, and we have these masterful inventions that can do so much today, and that's amazing. And it's time that while we're using them, we individually and as species come back to our nature, our DNA, the atoms and the particles and molecules that have made us and are literally fueled by the vast cosmos, and especially by planet Earth right now, as she's the one who in a way has chosen us. We keep wondering, oh, why are we still here? Like, if Earth didn't want us, if we're that much of a nuisance to planet Earth, which we are kind of harming things. We are, as humanity, with the unconsciousness, creating some irreversible damage as far as animal species, and as far as forestation, and as far as nature itself. These cacti, if you see one in the back, they grow 200, 300 years. Just these cacti. And when we start building, which there's building everywhere around me, they go. Some people actually save them and remove them and put them someplace else, which is so beautiful. So there's both. There's us coming back to the connection, and still as humanity being disconnected. And so the invitation is, it's up to every single one of us to start finding that connection within. It's not as easy because how our life is set up. It's not, because the focus is on everything else but taking the moment in silence, taking the time in nature, taking in the connection and the silent vibration of the earth. It is not until we can really come into deep silence that we can feel the vibration of the earth coming through. So it is a bit of a process coming back, and it also requires quite a little bit of going against the flow of life right now as human species, as the focus is on do versus be. And the invitation is individually start doing that. The only way it happens in humanity. Remember that 101 monkey, that theory is so beautiful. When the monkeys on one island start washing their sweet potatoes or yams in water, and at certain point when the level, the critical level of monkeys start washing their potatoes, they are not transmitting it through visual or any other information pathway. They're transmitting it through frequency and energy. At that point, monkeys on other islands start washing their potatoes or their yams, and it's so beautiful. And you've heard it many times, and I bring it back. It's when the critical mass of humanity starts, quote unquote, washing their potatoes and come back to the power of the inner wisdom and the power of nature and the power of quiet and silence. And it's not about disconnecting from the world. It's quite the opposite. It's about connecting with the vast world of who we are, so much more than this physical body, the world of vibration and frequency that everything around us is. Whether it's the clouds or the electricity in the wires, when you sit or stand underneath it, it goes vroom, vroom, vroom. And it's so right on, the pulsation, and it's quote unquote palpable in the air, right? That vroom, vroom, because we can hear it and even sense it. And that vibration is everywhere around us. We just disconnected from listening and being able to hear it. So it takes a fine-tuning to that frequency again, which is the frequency of our home, of the frequency of our cells and DNA. It's almost like remembering to stand fully in what it means to be a human, which is just another species in the vast vibration of planet Earth and the universe. Blessings and more blessings.